I just wanted to bring back a moment of time, of history that was important for me and so many people, actually all around the world. And that was the march of the neo-Nazis in Skokie, Illinois. Now that march never really happened. They did march in downtown Chicago under the eyes of the mayor, Mayor Bolandic. But the point of this whole moment in time, which was June 25th, 1978, it drew attention to the fact that there were neo-Nazis living amongst us. There were racists, there were anti-Semites. They did exist. And for many years following the Shoah, the Holocaust, the point of view was, from the Jewish organizations, to lay low, shah still, Yiddish for hush and be quiet. But that wasn't the best response. That wasn't the response that the survivors in Skokie needed to hear. And that's another important thing to resolve, to know the piece of history of Skokie, Illinois, was that why did the neo-Nazis pick Skokie, this village inside the city of Chicago? Very simply, because over 30,000 survivors lived in that township. That was a center of life amongst survivors in America, Skokie, Illinois. What happened was we gathered from Los Angeles, our headquarters of JLTV now, and we reached out to several hundred Jews and non-Jews, rabbis, 12 of them, ministers, priests, black, white, all sorts of Americans, with one thing in mind. They wanted to fight evil, to fight the march of the Nazis, the exposure of the neo-Nazis in America. It succeeded. The Nazi march was canceled, and we held on that day, again, June 25th, 1978, a ceremony of remembrance, of life, and of fighting evil in Skokie, Illinois, in the Niles Township Synagogue on Dempster. Here's a memory for me personally, speaking to the group at the synagogue.
I'm here today representing Californians. We came to this community for a number of reasons. Overall, because we care, we are good Americans, we are concerned about what's happening in this country, we are concerned about what may happen July 9th in Marquette Park, and I can tell all of you that on July 9th at the Nazis march in Marquette Park, hundreds of Californians will be here in Chicago.
Well, a few weeks later, the Nazis did march, did rally in Marquette Park. Marquette Park, I don't know the makeup of the community today, but it was quite heavily filled with pro-neo-Nazi mentality. That's why the Nazis picked that area. We caused a dispersion of the population rallying the neo-Nazis, and the entire Marquette Park rally finished within minutes after starting. This piece of history was so monumental that Danny Kaye, the great actor, comedian, actually starred in his last movie entitled simply Skokie.
I am Max Feldman. I am the president and founder of Precision Fabricating Incorporated, which is located here in Skokie on Springfield Boulevard. I just want to tell Mr. Rosen from Chicago that what he said went straight inside me like an echo.
If you have a question, Mr. Feldman.
I kept saying to myself, Max, Max, somewhere I heard that speech before. But not here. Not in Chicago, not in America. But where did I hear that speech? I heard it in Germany.
There's still a need for the good people to stand up and be counted. And that was the message, the moment of time of Skokie, Illinois, June 25th, 1978.